Yo, this your boy Tonyo coming through another episode of Backyard Comedy. As always, I got my boy, Skeezy Baby. Please say the motherfucker, baby.
You already.
Is that really Dooley I see down there?
I'm down here chilling.
And I got Miss Justice.
That's me.
And I'm your boy Tonyo. We're going to do a recap of last episode. Go ahead, dude. Put that thing on there.
What the recap?
Last episode,
we had what was the modern day man and modern day women part 2 about that thing there. Skeezy took it down there and Miss Yuli.
From Popcorn and Mimosa.
Damn, can I say it?
Boy, you know I got to get up in there.
From Popcorn and Mimosa.
You
Y'all
know
check
you
her
ain't waiting
podcast out. That was a pretty good podcast.
Yeah.
She got a nice podcast, man.
Fire. I'll be down there. I'm going to piggyback off of you.
Go ahead.
I'll be down there next Wednesday. What date is that?
Damn. I don't know, boy.
I'll be down there next Wednesday to get up in that thing. Going to Virginia. So what day is
What
it?
thing?
Look, man, you asking dates like people. Come on, man.
Yeah. I'll be down there next Wednesday to go and show my love back to her, man. I appreciate her. Appreciate Popcorn and Mimosa for showing up for us.
You did that thing.
Yes, ma'am.
You did that thing.
Yes, ma'am.
The backyard asshole of the week was old girl that beat herself with the damn hammer.
Eleanor Williams.
What's her name?
Eleanor Williams.
Beat herself with a hammer and ate the damn oodles and noodles while she was buying the hammer. And what was the drink of the yard?
Villain
by Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Stick to the wings.
Yeah, stick to the wings. What Rick said.
We've been drinking.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open it up to Britt. She got a topic that she got. And go ahead, think that thing up in there. Go put it in there.
So today we're going to talk about identity.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by identity?
So finding yourself, knowing who you are as a person.
Okay.
How did you find yourself or your identity? And when did you?
Oh,
Okay.
I gotta start first
good.
again.
No, you don't.
Oh, okay.
No.
I took a deep breath.
We're gonna let
Start
Dooley
with
do it.
Dooley.
I'm gonna tell you like this straight up. You never stop finding yourself.
Okay.
Never.
Elaborate on it for me, dude.
The thing about it is, like right now, I'm trying to find myself still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? After my accident, a lot of people don't know I've been in an accident.
You want to elaborate on the accident or you want to?
No, we don't even gotta worry about it. I was in a motorcycle accident. Yeah, I was in a motorcycle accident, hence my hand, you know what I'm saying? But
Show the hand.
a little bit of hand.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It's nerve
But you
damage.
could be showing a grave site.
You could be.
You hear me?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I was a different way, like throughout.
Yeah.
It's like in stages of your life, you kind of figure out like who you are. The first time for me was when I was like 18, 19. I went to jail for a little bit. And the people that I had, they weren't there no more.
Oh.
So I reinvented myself.
Yeah.
Then here you come, boom. I forgot what exactly happened, but it was a time in my life where I was just like, yo, I got to do something different. You know what I'm saying? So when I did
I've
that,
been there.
yeah, and then boom, you know, your accident, and also with that, it shows who your friends are too.
It sure do.
You know what I'm saying?
It really like when you going through traumatized shit like that, really show who down for you, who not down for you.
Yeah.
Really.
You know what I'm saying? A recent incident is me losing my son. Like I'm gonna say right here on camera, these motherfuckers that here, my team, they were there. It's a lot of y'all that were there. You know what I'm saying? I can put your names out there. But motherfuckers who know of me know that y'all were there. I guarantee it. You feel what I'm saying? But you'll know when a motherfucker is a motherfucker when you go through like life changing events and you know and that kind of shit like that.
Right.
You know, so me myself, me being raised by older people or as we said on last episode, traditional people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I had to find out who I was. You know what I mean? Because my dad used to always say, how can you say you love somebody if you don't love yourself?
Right.
That's true.
And I didn't give a damn about that for a long time.
And that's how I felt, bro.
Yeah, all realization,
You will.
I gave a fuck about that shit the whole time. I just didn't know it.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention to the fact that I was that fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until I had to reevaluate myself and get to know who the fuck Antonio was.
Yep.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I made a reel a few weeks ago, and I said I love Antonio. That's because I do. Right here in front of everybody, I love him. Like when I found out what I was and what I can do, I'm a king.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I consider myself a god. You can't be by a god and you not a god. If your father's a god, you are a god. You got God's sentinels and God blood in you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I know that I am. So I carry myself just as such. I don't give a fuck. They're gonna talk about you whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad. We just said this earlier.
That's right.
What you feel on that, Skeezy?
Man, look. way I feel about it is, man, identifying yourself first. It's steps to identifying yourself. So, bruh is right. You never fully know yourself. Really. You can experience new stuff and do new things throughout your life at all times. So, but I do say this: it takes time for you to be confident in who you are, though.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
And that is what you stand on as your identity.
Yeah, you got to be comfortable.
Yeah, and I feel like the one thing about it is that you got to sit back and you got to take the time, as y'all said, to actually evaluate yourself.
Yeah,
and take accountability for what you actually did wrong and what you're doing right, what you can do better. And all of that. You know what I mean? That comes in identifying who you are. Yeah, that's real. That's real. And also, once you're doing that, you're gonna have to also evaluate the people that's around you.
Boy, you talking down there? What you eat today? Yeah. Cause you know you eat some good shit. You get to talking good.
I talk a little bit, you know.
What do the lady of the crew feel about that brought this topic up? Like, what do you feel about finding your identity? Like, have you found your identity like in this time and place?
Yeah.
Be honey now.
Yeah, I'm still learning about myself, but I have found my identity. Yeah.
You know what the fuck Brittany want. That's what Brittany want. Ain't nothing else about it.
Yeah.
I can understand it.
Yeah.
I can understand it because I feel like you can't go on or teach people or whatever the case may be if you don't know your damn self.
If you don't know.
Like, it's going to be hard. Like, for those of y'all that got kids, to just my own perspective, you can't teach your kids if you don't know your damn self.
That's real.
It's impossible. You can't do anything in life if you don't know your damn self.
Yeah.
Because whether you know your damn self or somebody asks you a question and you don't know your damn self, you feel what I'm saying? It's still gonna be the same loop.
It's still the same answer. Yeah.
That you have to know. You gotta find yourself and know whatever your name is out there, that's what you want.
Yeah.
And that's what you know that you love about yourself and you can handle for yourself or anything for yourself. That's my opinion.
Right.
Yeah,
you know, it was one time where I didn't know who the fuck I was.
Right.
I was doing shit. I thought I knew who I was. I was trying to fit in with motherfuckers that won't fit in for me.
Yeah. Right.
But I didn't pay attention to that because I didn't know what I was, what I stood for. Right. You know what I mean? Like the man I can be to this day. I didn't know that shit. I was blinded like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, even having kids and everything, I was still blinded and not giving them what I needed because I didn't know what I needed to do for myself.
Yeah, because that's the thing, man. You got to know who you want to be first before you can actually know your identity.
Come on, real.
Because you got to know where you're at.
Yeah.
And what you need to do to get to the person that you want to be.
That's real right there.
And if you just want to stay a certain way your whole life, that means you're stagnant. You should want to grow. So each time you're going to have a different goal. That comes with identifying yourself.
Y'all know what I'm about to say. And I'm sorry, but this is what they told me when I was young. Anything that don't grow retarded.
I knew you.
I'm sorry, but that's how they said it. God, no disrespect to anybody, but it's true because in a lot of ways. Listen to me. Hear me out. It's true in a lot of ways that statement was said to me because at that time I couldn't grow. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. When I first heard that statement, I didn't understand because I was so young. But then when I got older and I jumped out there, I thought I was fucking grown and smelling my musk, as the old people say. Yeah, I didn't know shit. I didn't know a motherfucking
You realize
thing.
You don't know nothing. Yeah.
The first thing about life I didn't know. I thought I knew.
I thought
I could handle that shit, but life is a motherfucker. Yeah. And one thing about karma that nobody ever said no different, that motherfucker is a bitch. Yeah. Karma gonna come at you full fledged.
Yeah.
If you don't know anybody named the Piper, that motherfucker gonna come for you. He won't what he owed.
Yeah. And
that's
life is just like that, man. You know. Life come at you fast. That's just the way it go.
You talking about R. Kelly?
The Pied Piper? You mean the guy that's locked up in
that's just
Ready to be tearing my damn arm up over here.
That's just a statement that old people say, like, you gotta pay the piper. You know what I'm saying? That's something the old people say about. Yeah. You know, for those of y'all that know the piper could trick you into anything with a fluke, and he had helpers, which was rats. And he led children. That's what the Pied Piper did. You know what I'm saying?
He got paid with children.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
He can persuade you to do whatever with his flute, music, which is of the devil. You know what I'm saying? It go back long. You gotta do your own research, but it's a long story.
A long story.
Yeah, but anywho, you gotta pay the Pied Piper. That's one thing about it. If you live in that life, you gotta know. Cause I know motherfuckers that you see them one way, but when you see them in person, They a whole completely different way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And social media praise that shit.
Oh my God.
Like some of these women and these men they here doing the deed. They might got to look, but they sleeping on a mattress on the floor.
Yeah.
And they ain't got nothing else.
We
you know
talked
what I'm
about
saying?
that a little bit last time. Absolutely.
Gang.
Yeah.
Which gang talking.
Yeah.
Gang talking. Look, I always said you can be two different people and in two different places. And that's jail. And if nobody know you at all. You can be whatever you want to be. You know what I'm saying? When you go to jail, if nobody know you, you can be whatever you done.
Yeah.
They don't. They're the same way in the world now.
That's right.
Now it's praised to be a fake motherfucker.
This is terrible.
Like they go through life not knowing who they are and just going with the motions because that's what's going on
trying to
in
be
the public
something
eye.
that they seen. Yeah.
I don't teach my kids that shit. Like that, y'all, everybody know. I teach my kids the real. And here you are, your name, and I love you and everything else.
Yep.
Outside that motherfucker, you are nothing to them. They don't give a fuck about you out there.
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy because I was just thinking, like yesterday, day before yesterday, I was like, I'm really like proud of myself for being able to know who I am as a woman, know my worth.
As a black woman.
Yeah. And then like I look at people that I know situations, like relationship wise, and they dead ass going through the same thing.
Everybody go through the same
And I'm
thing.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
why would you-
it's different folks, but they go through the similar situations.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean? No, it's a true statement that the old women in my life used to say, and grandma, all y'all love y'all. They used to say, birds of a feather flock together. You will go through the same shit and be cool with that person. I mean, that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, it just be like that. You know what I'm saying? Be drawn to it.
Yeah.
What you feel, dude?
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way. Like as far as the birds of the feather flocking together.
Yeah,
You- First of all, get away from that flock. You need to be your own person. Find your own identity.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
first
real.
of all, you know what I'm saying. You don't need to be flocking with somebody and you don't know yourself.
Especially,
you know what I'm saying?
especially if you know it ain't
That's
right
real.
what the fuck going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just going and not saying nothing. You know what I mean? Now I gotta put myself in there. I done been with the wrong motherfuckers, and some of y'all motherfuckers are looking at me right now. And I'm talking about you, and you ain't here no more. I mean, that's how it is.
Yeah.
My daddy always said, son, when you start doing the right things, they gonna fall off of you, and that's the truth.
Yep.
When I really found it out and figured out who I was as myself, as the motherfucker I wanted to be, as the man I wanted to be, as the nigga I wanted to be, whatever you want to call me, that I figured out that's what I was and what I wanted to be. It wasn't no stopping me from there.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna turn from that shit. If you like it, I don't give a damn. If you don't like it, I don't give a damn. I mean, either which way, I don't give a damn because if that makes me happy, and I'm happy with what I got going on, then fuck what you gotta feel. And that's just the God on you how I feel.
Hey man, I identify my goals, and I go for them. I don't care what nobody else say about that.
Shit.
And the
What
steps
do you mean by the
that, I
people
mean,
who kind of slow? What do you mean by identifying your goals?
Man, you got to know, like I just said earlier, what you want to do in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you're younger, you really don't know what you want to do in life.
Yeah. And you don't give a damn too.
Yeah, you dream to want to do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Eventually you start taking steps. But once you get a little older, at our age, you know what I'm saying? You should know at this point what you want to do.
Yeah.
What your goals are and how you want to get to them.
At least some idea. Damn.
Well, I mean, at this age,
Yeah.
you should know.
This age should be figured.
Yeah. I mean, come on now.
This should be figured by now.
We ain't young no more.
Or just keep it real and say you don't fucking know.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, who cares? Nobody cares what anybody have to go through or not go through. You might think they care. Nobody really give a fuck.
They don't
I'm
really
telling
care.
you, they don't care. Don't give a fuck. They'll smile at you and he give you all the praises, all the information, and they don't give a fuck. I'm telling you. I have been in that shit and I know they didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is better to get it out. But let me tell you something. One thing old people used to say, I gotta reflect on it. You might be educating the enemy.
Yep.
You might be telling the enemy some
Can't
shit
tell
they
them your
don't need
plans,
to fucking know.
Yeah.
And I have been a victim and fell short of that. A wolf in sheep clothing is what they call them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why you act on what you're supposed on your goal, on your step for your goals. You don't talk about it.
Yeah.
If you wanna pray on them or write them down and pray on them,
Motherfucker
so
be
God
jealous
can
of you
protect
now.
them, then that's one thing. But as far as talking about it and just speaking about what
Quit
you're gonna
posting
do
your business
and
on Facebook.
posting all your business and
Stop
all that mess, you give the enemy a chance to attack,
Rob your ass.
and you
You
give
tell them
people
every which way you go, you better
give
get
people
robbed.
the opportunity to jump in there and do what they want to do.
Yeah,
People see you got money, they want it too. So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
As the woman of the crew, what would you tell the women as far as your experience? Ones that's out there looking at us and be like, damn, I'm going through that right now, or I've been through that right now, or maybe they don't know how to handle it or deal with it. Like, what would you say?
Pray.
That's a big part of it.
Good one.
It is.
That's
Pray.
a good one, for real.
I can speak for myself and say I grew up in church. So I have, how you say it, steering away,
Steering
away,
away.
turned away, from the way. But
go down on your knees. What are you talking about? Go ahead.
Hey, you just always
You already know where my mind went.
Yeah, it's already in there.
I have stern away, and so when I went through what I was going through, as I started to learn who I was, as I started to know my own identity, I had to learn to pray. I did a lot of talking about it. I did a lot of complaining about it. And like I've said before, my parents always told me, when you get tired, you're going to do something about it.
You will.
And
told somebody that the other week.
I believe that now.
Prayed. Like, I literally prayed, like, God, listen, what's going on? I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm tired. I can't do it. I'm depressed. I'm stressed. Like, I can't do it. I need help. Like, help me.
And that's real.
And I swear,
and
I wrote that prayer down.
You wrote it down?
I wrote it down.
I'm going to piggyback off for you.
I wrote it down and put it in that water.
Oh, like my mama.
Like, no, it was Mama Teresa.
Hey, you can't be scared to ask for help.
Hey, Mom, I got her, Mom. It's Teresa.
Yeah,
she called it like a bill collector. Teresa. I'm calling for Teresa.
Mom, sorry. I'm sorry.
I got you, baby.
Sorry.
But to piggyback off of it, that's real. And I want to say, I commend you for talking about that, because I a lot of people don't talk about their spiritual journey.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? They feel like it's a secret, but it's not a secret at all.
No.
Like sometimes the Bible say you need to tell motherfuckers, but it don't say that.
I'm about to say, Lord Jesus.
You need to say it just like that. You need to tell them.
Tell people, like, you need to spread the word. You need to spread the word, because that is, bro. I'm sorry, it come out like that. But
Lord, forgive them.
when you pray, and you come to the Lord, you gotta be sincere.
You do.
Imagine
You
Jesus
really do.
telling, look, I'm gonna tell you like this, mother.
Yeah. Hey, look, I receive it though. Me personally though.
You know what?
I receive it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hallelujah. But real talk. Whenever you go to the Lord, like you just said about that, brother, it's about relationship, coming as yourself, trying to find out something with yourself, friendships, family, whatever.
Yep.
When you go to the Lord, you come sincere. It's definitely going to come back.
Yeah.
But he's going to give you that word.
That's the thing,
real.
though.
Or he's going to send it by somebody of high power. I guarantee.
But don't ignore it. If he bring it,
Right.
That's
bring
real.
it to you. You need to leave it alone
You
or
need
do
to act
whatever
on
you
it.
And I
need to
have
do.
done
That's
that
real.
too before.
That's real.
Where I
we
pray
all
for
have.
something, you pray for something, and then
We
it
all
come,
have.
and then you be like, not
be
right now.
trying to
Wait,
tell you
I'm
this
lying.
song.
Like,
Hey, I want to hold on to it. Hold on,
Is
Lord.
it?
Hold on 1 second, Lord. Just give me 5
give
more
me
minutes.
more.
Trying to dwell in.
Let me tell you about this song. It's a song by the Soul Seekers. Y'all look it up. It's called "What Would You Do If the Lord Turned His Back on You?" I know it's hard to imagine.
Come on with
But
the
where
lyrics.
would I be? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Because when I didn't know myself, that man was still there.
Still kept you. So.
When I had problems going on as a child, that man was still there.
Come on, somebody.
When I was going through the baby mamas, that man
All of them.
was still there. Every last bit of that man was still there in my life. So that's why I know. That's why I stand strong on what I say about myself.
Yeah.
Because until I knew that man, I didn't know shit.
Yeah.
Until I found out who he was, about this man that's been talked about my whole life, and I wouldn't have seen about him my damn self. And that's why I come to it, because it say come as you are, and I do that. He accept me just the same. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
If I did that, I know you can do it too.
Yeah.
I gotta spread the message of Jesus Christ, because that's real. That man saved me, and a lot of y'all that's looking at me right now.
And that's part of finding your identity too.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it
Knowing
is.
what you stand on and believe in.
Right.
And run with it too now. Like stay strong on it. You know what I'm saying?
Look, don't be scared to do your own research, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, man, like it's a lot of stuff going on out here, man. And I'm not finna preach to you right now, But it's a lot of false prophecy going on and stuff that people telling you that's not true.
It's real talk.
And it's causing you to denounce something that
Come
you
on,
thought
Pastor.
was something
That's the
different,
pastor right there.
but it's real.
Real talk.
And so you need to be on it. You need to do your own research. I ain't
Real
the pastor,
talk.
but I'm
Real
just
talk.
letting you know.
Being real, though.
Real talk. I seen that boy fish die one night over something. One day. Hey, that boy know what he talking about now. I'm telling you, that's a true story. I ain't gonna go in detail. But that man right, you need to find your own research instead of going off what somebody else and think you know what you know.
Man,
You might invite some shit on to your ass.
This fool
That's
said.
real.
You might invite something on to your ass that you ain't ready to damn deal with. Now I'm trying to tell you,
Yeah,
but
that's
God
real.
love now. Hallelujah,
real.
hallelujah. Anybody got anything else they want to put on that thing?
Boy, you crazy.
No.
They done?
Nah,
Excuse
man.
you done? Yeah, I want to.
That's a wrap.
People need to see my head.
Yeah. I'm trying to let them know.
All right. Well, look, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna move forward with the backyard asshole of the week.
Man, she crazy, bro.
You got it up?
Yeah, I got it up.
Go ahead, put it up. Go ahead and talk about it.
Well, Miss Kawana Jenkins.
Hey, say her name again. Hey, say her name again. Kawana Jenkins.
Miss Kawana Jenkins.
Say it again.
Hey, Kawana Jenkins.
Yeah. You said Kawana?
Kawana. Let me tell you what she did.
I bet Kawana don't want to do that no more.
Man, listen. Kawana was a Fulton County detention officer, right?
Come on, man.
I hate her.
Lord.
I hate her.
She felt like she couldn't get it nowhere else, so she
couldn't.
She got it from inmates.
She couldn't.
You couldn't get no ping-a-ling nowhere else.
The problem was
All this free dick out here.
she allowed the inmates to tape it on their cell phones.
Oh, God.
And the guards found it when they did a raid.
Hey, can I grab hold of you real quick?
How they do it,
her
Brittany?
in there doing all that right there.
Yeah, he put his nasty ass finger in her mouth. Dude, it. Put the video right in front of us, bro. He put the nasty ass finger in her mouth. And she look like she higher than a motherfucker.
She was enjoying
Trying her
it.
best.
Oh
I was
my
gagging
God.
watching that video. You know better.
Ma'am, you are now a federal inmate. 'Cause I know that, girl. You just fucked your whole career up doing that stupid ass shit.
She got charged, man, with I think 2 counts. They said.
Oh, you out of here. You can't touch no
let me
inmate.
see. Yeah, 2 counts of reckless conduct, 2 counts of cruelty to inmates, 1 count of obtained procedure.
One nasty ass finger.
And this
Did
is
she
the
get the dick? Did she
Inmate
get the
prohibited
dick or?
item without authorization. So she must have gave him the phone too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Boy, I hope she ain't got no kids, man. Cause now them kids got to be.
Man, ain't no
dealing
telling how
with
much
that
time
shit,
she looking at. She looking at
This-
5 counts
yeah.
of violation by a public officer.
Yeah, well, that's federal law.
Yeah,
bruh.
yeah.
She fucked up
threw.
bad.
Yeah, she
People,
done.
anybody out
And
there in
she's
the
36
prison
years
system,
old,
do
man.
not do that.
36.
She our age, 36
Yeah.
years old. That's
Boy, she
crazy.
about to be in there 36 more years.
Yeah, by the time
Over
she
that
get out,
shit.
son.
When you could have just got one of them niggas out on the street, goddamn, got your
Yeah.
If it was that bad, you could have got a
Ma'am,
homeless man.
You could have went got your
gave
little
him a
rose or
shower,
something.
cooked him
Right.
a dinner,
But that's what you
and
doing.
then did him.
That's
You could have went got your little a little jigger.
See,
You
yeah,
could have
you-
went to the damn
God.
what's that, Adam and Eve, got your little and went on about your
What's her
business.
name?
You could have did
Kawana.
it. Kawana
James.
Davis or
We
something.
don't, Kawana, you just dumb.
James,
You
no,
just,
she from Roseboro, motherfucker.
you just
Yeah,
dumb.
Kawana
She
Jenkins.
ain't us, motherfucker.
Yeah, she
in the house.
listen. She off, man.
Yeah, that was terrible.
That
That
was-
was yo. You should have
I
been
think that
better
might
with
have
that.
been worse than the guy stealing, robbing a man, and then eating the damn chicken in the car.
Yeah, that
I think that was
was
worse. This is worse.
Yeah,
because
that
this
was
right
way
here,
worse.
Yeah.
this is just.
He probably out by now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he probably made bail. He good, but her ass.
Yes.
Oh, she's
You
stuck like
seen-
Chuck.
Yeah,
you seen.
Ain't no doubt.
Yeah,
But
that's
that's
what I'm talking about.
crazy,
My boy on it. And this right here is the drink of the yard.
Brittany,
Don't close it. You gotta close it.
I'm telling you to hold it, baby.
Yeah.
Why you
Can't sleep
telling
on the
me to
handicap
hold
now.
it?
Nah, don't sleep on
I
that.
thought
You
you
need to put a
just
sign.
said-
You need to put a sign on that bottle.
Listen.
Handicap accessible. The blue sign with the wheelchair on that motherfucker.
Honest, can you take
I understand that motherfucker help my
Here's the question.
Brittany, your fucking smell good.
How's it gonna be?
Boy, that motherfucker there.
That's probably why that woman went to jail. That man.
Probably is. Hey, look.
Was smelling good.
Who was the wine by?
This nigga is stupid.
That boy probably
It's
had a bath in
by
5
Miss
years.
Gwen Hurt and Miss Brittany Hurt. I guess they
Brittany, wait
sisters
until we
or
get done.
family or some type. It don't really say. But it's Shoe Crazy wine. It's a red wine. And Brittany Red, they got like chocolate and some other things in it. But we're gonna see.
Chocolate and some other
Yeah, real
things.
chocolate. And what is it,
Yeah,
Brittany?
let me see.
It's got candy,
Is this it?
worms.
It's on the back right there, Skeezy. Look at
Oh
it real
yeah.
quick.
Dang, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Read
I
it
was
out,
supposed to read the back one of them. Yeah, tell them.
It's got some
The boy got read the glass.
The prescription glasses.
some hints of blackberries and chocolate.
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah,
All right, let's taste it.
All right, let's go.
it's good.
Claret color with aromas.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Spice.
Miss Gwen.
I like that.
It's good.
Oh, that's
I like
good.
that.
You need to eat that shit with some crackers and some cheese.
Shut up.
You love crackers and cheese.
We gotta give it like a
cheese might actually go with it.
and maybe pork.
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah, cheese go with all damn near wine damn near. Depending on what cheese you eat.
You just eat
Not no
different
sweet
types
You
of
need
cheese.
to do some research and get some.
Yeah.
And look, find some lactose intolerant cheese. So I
ain't lying, boy, for Tony.
so I can eat it and be well with it. You know
I
what
had
I'm
to
saying?
ask my cousin like that. She the wine
Hey,
connoisseur.
I'm gonna grab me another one because
It's pretty good.
another one. I like this.
And that's what Shoe Crazy.
and she's out of Richmond, Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah, supposedly I guess she stay around here in Durham, but
Okay.
yeah, it's out of like where it come from is black on. You know, we do that black
what's
women,
up. That's what's
black
up.
woman power,
That's
baby.
amazing.
Yeah. Shout out to
Anybody
you.
want to put in there for the black for the black businesses, or you ain't fucking around this week? I think we done shout out everybody that said something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all just gotta DM.
Hey,
Yeah.
let us know
Hit me up.
black-owned businesses so we can
Please.
shout you out. Get
If you wanna come on the show,
and-
yeah. Let
Shout
us
out to
know.
Lawan, Coops
Yeah.
Cuts. You know what I'm saying? Keep me right. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah.
And your beautician.
Yeah, locked in with Bree. I didn't say the Instagram last
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Oh, put that on there.
I got you. I
Locked
didn't
in
do
with
it
Bree.
last time. My bad.
Great job. Great job.
Hey. Right there.
See, now I got to do it right there where you did it.
That's what he said. But as always, first of all, before we go, I want to thank all the fans.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate y'all for the emails. We got a side note coming up tomorrow. Check into that. If you haven't, subscribe, like, share, everything. We need that. We love that.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to keep going. And we would love to take y'all to the top with us. Keep on
Absolutely.
striving with us. Keep believing in us. And don't stop believing in Backyard Comedy. As always, I got my boy, Skeezy, baby. Please say the motherfucker,
Yeah,
baby.
you all ready?
Is that really Dooley I got down there?
Down here sipping.
Shake him with the hand time.
A little bit.
Miss Justice I got beside me.
That's
Yes,
me.
sir.
I'm your boy Tonyo. As always, we appreciate y'all. Camera 1 and 2 and 2
And we
and 3.
love y'all.
And we love
There you
y'all.
go.
Much
Man,
love.
we do it.
Y'all
We
ready?
appreciate y'all and we love y'all. Out of there. You gotta put the journal again.
Oh my God.
I got it.